Here we have a SAT math question. Here we have a system of equations. Okay, in the given system, one of the equations is quadratic and other one is linear. Okay, the point A comma B is an intersection of the system of equation above when graphed in the xy plane. What is the possible value of A? Okay, here A comma B is a point of intersection and in which A is x coordinate. Okay, so whenever we have a system of equation and I want to find the point of intersection of the two graphs, what I need to do is I have to solve the given system. So in this system, I just have to solve for x because when I solve the given system, the value which I get for x is the x coordinate at the point of intersection. So the question targets the x coordinate A at the point of intersection. So anyway, so our ultimate aim is to solve for x in the given system. So for that, what we can do is we can use the method of substitution because the second equation is solved for y in terms of x. So we know that y equals to negative 3x positive 10. So we can plug in negative 3x positive 10 for y into the first equation over here. Okay, so let me take the first equation, that is 3x square negative. For this y, I can plug in negative 3x positive 10. So negative 3x positive 10 negative 26 equals to 0. Okay, now we have the quadratic equation only in the variable x. We can solve for x easily. So once we write this equation in standard form, which is ax square positive bx positive c is equal to 0. Okay, now let's simplify the given quadratic equation over here. So 3x square, and we can distribute this negative sign to negative 3x and positive 10. I'll be getting positive 3x, negative 10, negative 26 equals to 0. Okay, so I'm getting 3x square, positive 3x, and when I simplify negative 10 and negative 26, I mean when I combine them, I get negative 36 equals to 0. Okay, here the coefficient of x square, the coefficient of x is a constant. Everything is a multiple of 3. So and also here we have 0. So we can divide the everything in this equation by 3 to get the equation in simplified form. So let me divide each term by 3, including the 0 on the right side. So this 3 will cancel out. Here 3 will cancel out. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 36 12 times. So I'm getting x square positive x negative 12. 0 over 3 is just 0. Okay, now I'm getting a quadratic equation over here. Okay, so I think this quadratic equation can be solved by factoring. And what is the coefficient of x square over here? We don't find any number in front of x square. So I have to assume there is 1. So whenever the coefficient of x square in a quadratic equation in standard form is 1, we just have to take the constant term over here, negative 12. Now I have to get two factors for this constant term negative 12, so that the product is equal to negative 12, and I mean the product of the two factors equals to negative 12, and the sum of the two factors equals to the coefficient of x, that is the middle term. So here the coefficient of x is just positive 1 because we don't find any number in front of x. We have to assume there is 1 and positive 1. Okay, so that we have to get two factors for negative 12. I think positive 4, negative 3 will work. So when I multiply positive 4 and negative 3, I am getting negative 12. When I combine positive 4 and negative 3, I am getting positive 1, which is the coefficient of x. Okay, so we don't have to write the factors for this expression x square positive x negative 12. So directly we can get the two values of x from these two factors. So that is, we just have to change the sign of the two factors. So here the first factor is positive 4. To get the first value of x, we have to change this sign positive to negative. So then I am getting negative 4 as the first value for x. And the second factor for negative 12 is negative 3. And here to get the second value of x, we have to change the negative sign to positive over here. So the second value of x is 3. So here these two are the x coordinates at the point of intersection. Okay, so that means actually according to the question, A is the x coordinate at the point of intersection. So we can replace this x by A equals to negative 4, comma 3. So here when I go over the four options, I find negative 4 in option A. So the correct answer choice for this question is option A.